Hey guys, this is Sean from SeanWithThe.com, and in this video we are going to perform a detailed benchmarking test on our HTC 10 smartphone. We will have a look on the scores it's going to achieve, and we will compare those results, those scores with scores achieved by rest of the flagship smartphones available currently. So the benchmarking applications we are going to use today are AnTuTu benchmarking, GeekBench 3, Basemark OS II, Basemark X, gaming benchmarking, and the Quadrant Standard. Out of these five, we have already performed few of them to save your time, because few benchmarking tests like AnTuTu benchmarking, Basemark OS II, etc., they are very time consuming. So just to save you time, we have already performed the test and we will have a look on the scores directly. So let's start with the AnTuTu benchmarking. And here is the score achieved by our HTC 10 smartphone. That's 130,327. So this is the score overall achieved by HTC 10. And if we go to the ranking tab, you can have a look on the scores of few other smartphones. You can see that our HTC is at 10 position here. As you can see, there are few Chinese phones, I can't read the name actually, but we can see that at number 2 we are having Vivo X Play 5, at third Leica Max 2, then Lenovo Zook Z2 Pro on the 4th position, and our HTC 10 is at the 10th position with 130,327 score. Just above our HTC 10 is the iPhone SE, and just below is Zook Z2 once again. So you can see that HTC 10 comes in the top 10 flagship devices right now in this score. So the performance should be good and very much similar to rest of these flagship devices. So this is all about the AnTuTu benchmarking. Let's go back and have a look on our another benchmarking, that's Basemark OS II. We have already performed this test, so let's have a look on the score. And here is the results, the score achieved by our HTC 10. So the overall score is 1947. For system it's 2329. For memory it's 1477. For graphics, the GPU performance it's 4238, and for web browsing it's 987. But our main concern is the overall result, and that's 1947. It's really very nice. If you have a look on the previous benchmarking test performed on few more flagship devices like Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, etc., we have already posted those videos earlier, so you can watch them and compare the result of HTC 10 with those smartphones for getting better idea of its performance. And now the next one is Basemark X. Once again we have performed this test and the score is 32,754, and considering this score, it is really very nice. Once again, you can compare this result with rest of the flagship devices by watching our previous benchmarking test videos that we have posted. And the remaining two benchmarking tests are Quadrant Standard and GeekBench 3. We will perform these tests right here in front of you. So these are few of the hardware specs of our HTC 10 smartphone, and now let's start our benchmarking test. So the test is finished now, and we are having the scores. For the single core testing, the score is 2162, and for multi-core it's 4407. And to get the better idea, let's go to the single core tab and compare the result of our HTC 10 with rest of the devices. So you can see that Nexus 9 scored 1891, Samsung Galaxy S6 scored 1264. So if you have used Samsung Galaxy S6, you can get the idea that HTC 10 is nearly 80% better than Samsung Galaxy S6 in terms of single core performance. And then we are having more scores of Nexus 6 and OnePlus 2 smartphone as well. And now if we go to the multi-core tab, here you can see the result once again of our HTC 10, and there is Samsung Galaxy S6. Once again, that's 4108. OnePlus 2 is having 3849. Nexus 9 is having 3215. So all of these devices are having a score less than our HTC 10. So as I said, if you have used any of these devices, you will get the idea that our HTC 10 should perform better than them. But these are just a stat. We will have a look how good it's going to perform in real life scenario by doing a detailed gaming review of our HTC 10. So this is about the GeekBench 3, and the last test for today is going to be Quadrant Standard. And let's run the test. So the FPS we are getting is around 60. You can see this at the bottom left corner of this smartphone. And now the test is finished, and here is the score. So our device HTC 10 scored 42,026, and in this list we are having few old devices, not the latest one. But if you have a look on the chart of the score achieved by these devices, you can see that HTC One X achieved less than 5,000, nearly 5,000, and all of these devices, they're having very less score. Once again, less than 5,000, all of them. And our HTC 10 scored 42,000. So if you have used once again any of these devices, so you will be getting the idea that our HTC 10 should perform at least 8 times better than them, because it's scoring 8 times more score than these smartphone and devices. So this is all about the benchmarking test of our HTC 10 by having a look on the scores achieved by it in AnTuTu benchmarking, Basemark OS II, Basemark X, and also in the GeekBench 3. We can get the idea that it is one of the flagship device, and it is very much similar in terms of performance with rest of the flagship devices like Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge and iPhone 6s and rest of the latest flagship devices in terms of performance. So the overall performance of this device should be good, but as I said, we will have a detailed gaming review of this device to see that how good it is performing in real life scenario, and how good it is performing with when we are doing the heavy multitasking. So thanks for watching the video, friends, and do not forget to subscribe the channel for more videos, tips and tricks, and hands-on reviews like this. Have a nice day.